Hard sports all plays. Yeah. Hard sports all plays. Hard sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, never the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. Hard sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Hard sports all plays.
Excuse me. All right. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How's it going?
Not too bad. Going pretty well.
All right. I did not have a good night on my picks.
I went 4-2.
Better than me. I went.
Vegas is killing me, man. They get out 2-0 on Dallas and lost 3 straight. They go back home, I think it's Saturday. I'm hoping maybe it's Friday or Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Maybe they can turn it around, man. I don't know.
I went 3-5. Went 0-2 in the NBA. I figured the Celtics win, but I had the Heat covering the plus 14.5. That didn't happen. They got smoked. The Mavericks smoked the Clippers as well. I had the Clippers at the plus 3. I went 2-2 in baseball and 1-1 in hockey, so I went 3-5.
I went 3-1 in baseball. Texas got me, man. Washington beat them 1-0. I won the other 3 and 1-1 in hockey. Edmonton beat the Kings. I think put them out.
Yeah. There was some good. Heard there was some good hockey playoff games last night. I didn't watch any of them last night, but from what I heard on some of the shows today, sounded like there were some good games. NBA games wasn't very good last night.
No.
Reds stunk it up in baseball.
Yeah, they did. I tell you what, I love De La Cruz, but I've seen him 3 times this year on second base with no outs. Ball hit to the shortstop, and he tries to go and gets thrown out third. I mean, I know the dude's super fast, but come on. Ball's hit on the left side of the field, you don't go.
Yeah. They do that a lot at home plate, too. The ball be a routine ground ball to like the shortstop and third, and they'll just take off home and get thrown out at home. It's like, what? Make throw across the diamond. You're more important a runner on third than having a runner at first.
Like I say, if you make the throw, then run, you got a better chance than just taking off.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, they got to do.
Especially, I don't know about as much this year. I know last year, man, that used to happen a bunch.
But don't get me wrong, he's playing great. He's young. He's only 22 years old, so. But to me, that's basic knowledge.
You saying that he needs to be sent back down the minors?
No. Nothing like that. I ain't one of them crazy Reds fans.
Dude just had one of the best months ever.
Oh,
he does make some mistakes being young, but
when you're the fastest player in the game, you wouldn't take chances trying to make things happen. I understand that, but that really hurt him. I mean, if he doesn't do that, maybe they score more runs and they win that game. So
Oh no, I agree. It's almost it's almost a catch-22 thing on some of it. Not that play there because you got to be smarter there, but then the other times with not just Dela Cruz, with the Reds as a whole, they they make a living by being aggressive and trying to steal and
Yep.
being aggressive, and then sometimes it's like they get a little too aggressive, but it's hard to get mad at it because I like that they're aggressive and it's worked. It's helped them a lot, but sometimes it does come back and bite them in the ass. But situations like that, that's just being stupid.
yeah, that's not a smart play. That ball's hit on second base, hit to the right side. Okay, I understand. That's a harder play to make, but not on the left side. Big Glenn's confident, man. Are you as confident as Big Glenn?
I think Pacers are going to close it out.
They're what, 8-point favorites?
I think it's went down to like 6 and a half.
It went down. Okay. What's the over? I was doing that. I wonder if it changed.
I'll have to look here in just a second. I didn't write the over down.
Because that's what I was going with. I didn't like the 8 points. Excuse me. I think the Pacers are going to win, but I didn't like the points.
Yeah, I think Pacers. I do think the Pacers win. Well, we'll start with the NBA. Bucks Pacers will be first game tonight. You also have Knicks and Sixers. I'll get these odds pulled up. Last time I looked at it, Pacers were 6.5 point favorites. Glenn says he thinks it's 216.
Oh, it went up. I had it at 212.5.
It is at. All right. The spread is now Pacers -6, and the over-under is 216.5. I'm going to take the Pacers at the -6. I think Pacers are going to close out this game tonight. They had a terrible shooting night the other night. They don't shoot the ball that bad very often. Sounds like Dame is for sure.
For sure what? Not playing or for sure playing?
I don't know. Last I heard, I didn't think either one of them was going to play, but I think Dame. But yeah, but maybe one of them is playing. Maybe that's why it's dropped a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Pacers at -6. I think Pacers shoot the ball a lot better. Defensively, they haven't played. They played pretty good this series. Last game, Milwaukee was hitting a lot of shots. Pacers couldn't hit nothing, especially in that toward the end of the second, and then in that third quarter, they just couldn't. They could. I think they scored 17 points the whole third quarter or something like that. And then they couldn't get anything going. The over, I would say the over the 216.5 is probably going to hit because I think most of the games have been right at that or a little over. And then you have the Knicks and the Sixers. The Sixers are 3-point favorites at home, -152 on the money line. The Knicks are +128 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 201.5. I'm going to go with the Knicks at the +3. I think the Knicks are a little bit better than the Sixers, especially with Embiid being banged up. He's doing everything he can. Sixers won that last game in overtime, but the Knicks had chances to win that game and made some mistakes that kind of helped give the Sixers a chance, and the Sixers were able to take advantage of it. But I think the Knicks are going to close it out tonight, so I'm going to go with the Knicks at the +3.
Okay, my NBA, I'm going with the Milwaukee Indiana game over the 216.5, and then I'm going with the Knicks +3 at Philadelphia.
Knicks +3 at Philadelphia.
Yep.
That's what I'm going with as well. Baseball. There's only one game in baseball that's this evening. The rest of them are already have already started. A lot of day games today. Orioles are beating the Yankees 7-2 in the bottom of the seventh. Cubs are tied with the Mets 5-5, bottom of the seventh. Giants are up 2-1 over the Red Sox, top of seventh. Rangers are up 3-0, bottom of the third over the Nationals. And then tonight at 8:00, you have Cleveland Guardians at the Houston Astros. I'm gonna go with the Guardians at the +1.5. Astros have struggled bad this year. Pitcher they have on the mound tonight, I think, has a 10-point something ERA. The pitcher for the Guardians has like a 4-point something ERA. So neither pitcher is great.
Yeah.
But I think the Astros have only won 10 games so far this season, which is I knew they were bad. But they were doing even worse than what I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Guardians at the +1.5.
Baseball. I went with Houston. I went with Houston money line. So
you better hope that pitcher has a good night.
evidently,
yeah, his ERA was like 10.44 or some shit like that.
He just had one bad game. That was earlier in the year.
It might, and that could be the case. I mean, early in the season, you have one bad game, it can make your numbers look a lot worse than what they probably really are. Then hockey, just one game tonight as well. Boston Bruins at the Maple Leafs. Bruins are up 3-2, I believe. Right? Yes,
sounds right.
Because Boston won the last game because it was 2-2, and they're in Toronto. I'm gonna go with the Maple Leafs at home to tie the series up and force a Game 7.
I'm going with Boston. Win on the money line. You've been doing terrible. I'll just go the opposite of you. No, that's not I had a pick. I didn't do that. But just mess with it. Yeah, Boston is up 3-2.
So I'm pretty sure it was 3-2. Glenn said he's loaded to troll the Bucks tonight. Oh, I'm sure you're going to have a blast, especially if the Pacers play well. And that building will be the field house. I'm sure will be rocking tonight.
Yeah, it should be. I'd love to,
especially if the Pacers are playing good. That place is going to be going crazy.
I'm a Pacer fan, but I'm not going to say I'm a big Pacer fan because Glenn goes to all these games and the Crafts go all these games. I hope for fans like that, especially the Pacers can pull it out and get Indiana a big win. So I think that'd be awesome. And I am a Pacer fan. I'm watching a lot in the 90s. I really in early 2000s and watched it a lot when Slick Leonard coached as a little kid in the 70s and stuff. But I'm a big Pacer fan, but don't follow it like Big Glenn. And
I should have gone there and seen how much the tickets were, and should have got a ticket.
So I hope for them guys to go down there at Turner's Block and all those people that season tickets and then go to all the games. I hope the Pacers can pull it out and get a big win for them especially.
Glenn says he has not enjoyed a real Pacers series win in 10 years. Yeah. That's the last time they've won a series.
In the playoffs. Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah, I'd like to see him closed out tonight. You don't want to go to a Game 7 back at Milwaukee. You don't want to give them any life. Put it away tonight and get ready for your next opponent.
We let it go back to Milwaukee. We're in trouble. Game 7. We don't want to do that.
They had a big bounce back game when they didn't play real good in the first half of Game 1. They came back the next game and played real well. I'll look for them to do that again tonight. So I'm excited for that. I think that's at 6:30 tonight.
6:30. The Knicks at 9. What do you think about the
Shit.
Dallas?
Glenn's probably already at the. He's probably already at the field house.
Probably. What do you think about those?
Or down. Or I'm sure he's downtown somewhere.
Lives downtown.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's probably downtown
Right.
eating or something. He said heading that way now.
Okay. What do you think about the Dallas Mavericks?
What about him?
They're now in the series 3-2.
They're okay. I took the Clippers to beat them last night, but Mavericks are probably the better team than the Clippers, especially without Kawhi playing. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they'll be OKC in the next round.
Let me ask you something. Is Kawhi a head case, or is he really that banged up? I mean, we see what Embiid's doing. Is he more banged up than Embiid?
He must be. I mean, I don't know. I know he's had a lot of problems with that knee. Okay, Glenn said whoever wins the first game of the next series is going to be on Monday, no matter
what.
Okay.
Because the next game would be Saturday.
And,
if that game
and with Luka being a little banged up, Luka Doncic being a little banged up worries me with Dallas, especially going into the next series against like OKC. So that'll be interesting there. If he can stay, if he's healthy and 100%, the way Kyrie Irving's been playing in the playoffs, I mean they're a good team. I don't know if they'll be able to get past OKC. I think OKC will beat them in the next round.
You think we could see an OKC Timberwolves? No. You don't think so? You don't think Timberwolves got a chance?
I'm not gonna say they don't have a chance because they are a good team, but I think Denver's going to be. I think Denver's going to be too much for them.
Experience level and everything.
I think it's probably going to be Denver and OKC in the Western Conference Finals. And I'm hoping for a Pacers Celtics Eastern Conference Finals.
Hoping for a Pacers OKC Finals.
I'll be all right with that. I don't care I don't care if the Pacers are. I don't care who they're playing.
I don't want to play Denver.
I don't care who they're playing. I'll be ready for it. Okay. Yeah. I'd rather play. I mean, I'm not saying that they'd beat OKC, but I'd rather play OKC than Denver. I wouldn't want to have to play Jokic. Glenn saying Pacers Dallas Finals.
Man.
Celtics are going to be hard to get by in the East. They're.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Pacers make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll be pulling for the Pacers, and hopefully we can figure out a way to knock them off. But they're looking good.
Yes, they are. I can't disagree with that.
All right. Well, did you have anything else for today?
No, I think I'm good to go. Ready to watch the Pacers tonight and SmackDown Friday from France, and then the pay-per-view Saturday from France at 1:00 in the afternoon.
McAfee must not going to be commentating this pay-per-view.
I doubt it. Hey, he's probably not going to France.
I hadn't heard him say nothing about going to France.
Yeah, he's probably not going to France.
Today was his birthday.
Yeah, his
daughter all there.
His wife was on there for a second, and his baby.
Some of the stuff they could talk about was killing me.
That was nuts.
But yeah, he had some more GMs on there. Lynch from San Francisco. I enjoyed that. I thought that was real good.
Yeah, Lynch has always been pretty good. What do you think about CBS getting rid of some of the old school guys? Got rid of Boomer Esiason and Sims. I think it was Sims and Esiason. They got rid of both of them.
I hadn't read much about it. I saw a little something about it. They got rid of some of them. Um, he almost got in trouble that year that the Colts played in London. Yeah, he's told that story a few times. It's a funny story, but yeah, I hadn't seen a whole lot about it, but it kind of don't surprise me because you're starting to see a lot of these players start to get a lot of these TV jobs right after they're coming out of the league.
Yeah.
Which don't get me wrong, them guys are former players too, but you're starting, you know, what I mean, you're starting to see some of these guys start doing the TV younger, like. So I think they're just trying to get some of the younger guys, and you have a guy like Olsen that's going to be available. That I know somebody's going to want to get to do call games because he was, I mean, he's good, and now Tom Brady's taking his spot at Fox.
Kick him to the curb.
They're on the number one crew, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. So. And I think you're going to see a lot of people move around too, because I mean you're starting to get more of these streaming services that are getting these games and stuff like Amazon and stuff as well. So it'll be interesting to see where. I'm sure these guys can be, if they want to keep working. I'm sure they'll be able to find a job somewhere. But they've all. I mean, they're all probably sitting pretty good and could retire if they want.
That's true. Yeah, it should be. And well,
I'm just assuming
Boomer Sison's got that radio show. Sims, I think, used to do one too. But I know.
I'm just saying they're probably set up where if they wanted to retire, they could.
Yeah. How's it going, Epoxy Jones? Well, that's one thing with the streaming and stuff. Like you said, the NBA's they may be moving to Amazon Prime. They're making a big bid for it. TNT's trying to keep them. And they said that's what's holding up AEW. Well, AEW's not Prime. It's
Peacock.
I thought it was Prime.
Sure? I know for the TNT games,
it's Peacock.
It's Peacock.
Okay.
Amazon might be trying to get some of the other ones.
Just trying to get the other.
And the reason I know that because Dan Patrick was talking about it earlier today.
Okay.
And he's with Peacock, but I guess Peacock's really trying to get the rights for the TNT and Dan Patrick said if Peacock can, they need to see if you can get that pregame show as well with Shaq and Barkley and all.
I'm sure they will try to. I know that they said that's what's holding up everything with AEW because they're not worried about AEW. They're worried about NBA that first, and then they said that. And I know Benson reports they don't know which is better. Some people said, well, it'd be better if the NBA don't go. They don't have more money to spend on AEW. They said, not necessarily. It don't work that way. They like to have things a certain way, you know. So they don't know what's going to happen there.
But yeah, I guess Peacock, from what Dan Patrick was saying on his show earlier, I guess Peacock is, they're pushing hard to try to get the NBA games from TNT.
Also, everybody out there, a wrestling match, check out. I watched it yesterday. NWA, got to see Eric Smalls jump off of a pretty high cage. It was a real good cage match.
He's going to be in Greenfield, Indiana here pretty soon.
Yes, FEW. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. NWA's done a good job. They're getting there.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Also, if you missed the TJ Powers interview the other night, go check it out. Also, there's 3. I got the rest of the Saturday shows of Comic-Con are up on the YouTube page as well. So go check those out. I'll be getting the Sunday shows up, and then PopCon we'll start getting the PopCon ones up. Other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow right around 3:00. Hope everybody has a good day.